Hi, today we're going to talk about short links and SMS messages. So when you're creating your SMS messages, it's still very important to be brief. But the best links that you can use are not brief at all. They're actually quite long. And how the attribution aspects, the different tracking, how you track it back to certain campaigns, how do you tell which user it is. So all those things are super important. And really the best way to do SMS today is with short links. It's one of the fastest growing sections of adoption for short links. So today I wanted to show you a couple quick examples and talk about some of the benefits of using short links in your campaigns. So let's dive in a little bit. Now, when you're creating your links in BL.INK, we'll first go in here and create a new branded link. And we will put in an example here. This is going to our G2 page. And again, this domain will be BL.INK.news, and we'll put in SMS-test just for fun. So when I create this link, instead of having this long URL that has all the different attribution around it, saying it's coming from our blog, it's organic, and so forth, um, we're just using the short link. So BL.INK.news/SMS-test. Now, when you're sending this out, there's a few different pieces that are really critical about this. So one, we're getting the full attribution. We can tell all the different UTM parameters. We can identify the brand, so we know that it's coming from BL.INK. So BL.INK is our brand. This domain would have your brand if it was your system. We're also getting tracking analytics. So every time somebody clicks on that link, I can tell that they clicked on it. All the analytics inside of BL.INK are all real time, so you can tell exactly what's going on. Because I see the domain name that is associated with the brand, so in this case, I'm seeing the BL.INK domain, then I know that I can trust that because that domain is tied to the brand that I'm working with. So your domain would tie to your brand. And so when your audience sees that, there's much more confidence, much more likelihood that they're going to click on that, and the trust is there. And so they're more likely to engage with your campaign. So the branding aspect, the trust components, the analytics, and also the brevity. So when you're sending out SMS messages, it's important that you keep them brief. Otherwise, your message is going to get split up in multiple messages. In addition, as they're looking at that, when you get a text message, if your message is a handful of words, but you have a link that's actually longer than the message itself, that's going to be just a bad experience for someone, and you don't want to do that. And also, in the grand scheme of things, when you're sending these out, the best way to do any kind of SMS campaign is to do one-to-one messaging, meaning that every individual recipient receives a single link. So that if you're sending out a message to 1,000 different recipients, you would create 1,000 different short links. So what's great about BL.INK is you can use our API to integrate this in real time. You can do batches, you can do them in advance, you can do them as things happen. And so that way, every single user gets their own individual link. And when they do that, that ensures that you can tell exactly who's clicking on those links, how many people are clicking, when they're clicking, where they're clicking, what device they're clicking with. All that information is available to you inside of BL.INK. And you can also use the API to pull that data back into your system. So let's say that you send out a text message, and based on their engagement, you may want to send up a follow-up message. You may want to drop them a mailer in a direct mail. You may want to send them an email. You may want to notify them if they don't click on it. I want to send them a follow-up. And so those are all super important things that you can do with BL.INK that really gives you a better experience, better campaign, better engagement, and overall better value. And then last but not least, when you're looking at the overall utilization here, when you're sending out a large volume of SMS messages, these links have a tendency to only be used for a certain period of time. So when you're sending those out, be it for reservation systems or check-in information or tied to shipping information or those details or an event, you want to make sure that you don't have hundreds, thousands of millions of links that are out there that are never going to get clicked on again. So BL.INK has a great feature. I'll show you here on user in the web interface, but you can also do this through the API where I can set a date action. So I can actually say that I want this link to delete on, in this case, I'll type in April 30th. And so on the 30th of this month, this link is now going to delete itself and purge itself out. So this way, if I'm sending out, say, 1,000 links to the 1,000 different recipients, and those links are only going to be valid for, say, 30 days, I can set that expiration date to automatically purge that link on, say, day 31. That way I'm reclaiming all that space and I can reuse those again. I don't have these links that are out there lingering. I'm not paying to store links that are never going to get clicked on again, and it makes my reporting and overall experience much better. So BL.INK coupled with SMS campaigns, tremendously successful, very valuable. Again, one of the most popular ways to leverage short links today, and something that really is a critical component of any valid SMS campaign that's really going to be successful for your organization. Any questions that you have, please reach out to us. Thank you.